Over the mountains, the geese turn into the light again, painting their black silhouettes on an open sky. Over the mountains, the geese turn into the light again, painting their black silhouettes on an open sky. Sometimes everything has to be emblazoned across the heavens so you can find the one line already written inside. Sometimes everything has to be emblazoned across the heavens so you can find the one line already written inside. Sometimes it takes a great sky to find that small, bright, and indescribable wedge of freedom in your own heart. And sometimes, with the black bones of the sticks left when the fire has gone out. Sometimes, with the black bones of the sticks left when the fire has gone out, someone has written something new in the ashes of your life. You are not leaving. You are not leaving. You are not leaving. You are arriving. So what does balance look like for you? If you were a tree in your current state of balance, what would you look like? How would the fruit hang? Would there be any fruit at all on your tree? Would the roots go deep? Would there be people around your tree? How would you look like in your current state of balance as a tree? And if you had your ideal state of balance as that same tree, what would the difference be? Would its arms be loaded with fruit? Would there be a beautiful pathway leading up to it and roots that run deep? What is your current state of balance? We look at a variety of ways to consider balance. One way is to actually draw the tree I mentioned a moment ago. Another way is to look at the top 10 list, my top 10 list of how to create balance in your life. Things like play, things like spend time with a pet, things like spend time alone. You know many of these things. And then why aren't we doing some of these things? So who's leading your dance? We look here in this particular piece of the workshop at our life goals, current life goals. And you might want to ask yourself, when is the last time you sat down and wrote a life goal statement? Many of us don't do it very often. So here we could write a life goal statement, and there is a process that I have whereby we look at what I call the fives page. What are 5 adventures you'd like to have? What are 5 people you'd like to get closer to? What are 5 things you'd like to let go of in your life? Or you might want to choose a photo that you can take home that will remind you of your most important life goal. Take time out for a holiday. Spend time with your grandchildren. Eat in a more healthy way. For many of us, what gets in the way of our moving toward our life goals is the courageous conversation that we have not had. A courageous conversation is the conversation you don't want to have. Maybe it is with a partner in life. Maybe it is with a workmate or your boss or with yourself. Having that courageous conversation can make a difference. Or sometimes it might be a good idea to write a haiku poem, which has a certain structure, that describes how it is for you and what it is that you might want. For example, a haiku I wrote for a group of gerontological nurses goes, compassion runs dry, emptied out, missing the mark. The soul cries for rest. Balance, of course, requires a balance in the workplace as well as a balance between your off work life, out of work life, and the workplace. And so what would it take to create more balance in your own workplace? How do you support others in your workplace, and how would you like them to support you? Lest you think that this is all very serious stuff, you might want to know that when we talk about balance in the workplace, one of the best ways to achieve balance is for people to have fun together. So whether you dress alike on the day that is called Twins Day, or whether you wear odd socks on the odd socks day, or wear green for St. Patrick's Day, we look at all those things in order to look at fun at work. And of course, my modus operandi is playful, so there will be laughter. Shall we dance?